So let's look at the next one. We've got edit, and there's a lot of really cool things you can do in the edit menu. I do prefer to use the edit toolbar, and I'll show you that in just a little bit. But of course, you've got your, you can highlight something, then you can cut, copy, and paste. You can undo, redo, select all the fun basic things that you're used to. Control F is find, find next is F3, replace is Control H, or even from find, you can click the replace and you'll have the find and replace. And we'll go more into that later, but if I hit Control F, let's say I wanted to find the word sub, only in this current module, well then I could click find next and I'd find one here and find one here. If I clicked the current procedure, that would only find the word sub in the current from here to here, because that's a procedure, or from here to here if I clicked within that current procedure. Current project, well that's any module or any worksheet or anything, any code container. If you do current project, it'll look for the word sub or whatever phrase you put in here within that entire project. So anything within that workbook itself. So there's your find and replace. Where am I at here? So edit. You have indent or outdent. Now that's not just one thing. So if I clicked here and I wanted to indent that, yeah, that's great. But you could actually highlight all of it and indent using the tab key or shift tab to unindent that segment, and you could do a whole paragraph or a whole procedure. So under edit, you've got indent and outdent, that's tab, shift tab. Then you have list properties and methods. That's pretty freaking cool. If you hit Control J, remember when we were talking about the range object? Let's go back to, let's say, the cells object or something. And so we did cells.font.name right here. And so the font name, instead of Times New Roman, we made it Calibri or Arial. So let's say we start a new line there, and we say cells, and we hit period, and we hit something, and it gives us an error, or we're just stuck. Oh, well, okay, that's no problem. I'm here again. So I want to, where's my auto list? Where's all my stuff? Well, if I hit Control J, or if you click on the edit menu and go to list properties methods, let's just hit Control J. Boom. There's your drop down with all your fun stuff back again. So then you can say, oh, well, that's right. I wanted to know the column, or I wanted to know the how many pixels left from here to that cell it is, or whatever, the left property. So a list constants is Control J. Even from the beginning, you can start with nothing in type CE, and so you got cell 1, cell 2, cell 4. That's actually a procedure. So if I wanted, or cells, or RANG, range. So you can start from nothing. So that's pretty neat. Back to the edit menu here. So you can list constants. We don't really have any to list. Let's see, that's basically what we've got here going on. Bookmarks is another thing I'll show you. But I do want to give the edit toolbar menu up here in just a second. But bookmarks, okay. So you got a bookmark, and you're going, oh well, I liked where I was reading here. I want to bookmark this. So you can go to edit, bookmarks, and you can put a toggle bookmark. So that creates this little green bookmark thingy here. And let's say I'm meandering and I'm over here working on a macro over here. And then I go, well, gosh, where the heck was I? I have so many lines of code. Oh, where was I? You go back to the bookmarks and you click on next or previous bookmark, depending on where you're at. Or you can clear all the bookmarks, but let's click on next bookmark. Boom, that's where I was a moment ago because I bookmarked it. Now, if you want to toggle the bookmark, you can either click all this. There may be a shortcut key, but I'm going to toggle. I'm going to take the bookmark off. Now, all that being said, let's go to the View tab for 1 second. I'm not going to go over the View things, but if you go to the Toolbars menu, so let's put the Edit toolbar, now that we know what all those do, up here. So click Edit, and let's take this little sucker, and we're going to drop it in right about here. Whoa, put it in here. So now you can do all those fun things with these nice little buttons. So if you wanted to indent this, instead of hitting tab, you could just indent it or unindent that. And we'll talk more. Here's where the bookmarks was. Click that. next bookmark, previous bookmark, or clear all bookmarks. And then we'll talk about the comments and the toggling the breakpoint in the next videos to come.